There is no one diet, and I hate the word diet as we understand it. By diet, I mean what you eat on a daily basis, your habitual uh, caloric intake, the foods that you eat every single day. That is your diet. There is no one diet for everyone. What works best for me is not going to work best for trainee one, and is not going to work best for trainee two. It might, but it probably not. So you have to understand how you want to break down your macronutrients. A really, really good place to start is even thirds. So 33.3% of your diet is going to be fat, 33.3% is going to be carbs, 33.3 is going to be protein. See how you feel at that level, or at that breakdown, and then alter it from there. Some people are more carb sensitive and they do worse with carbohydrates. Also, for them, they want to back off on the carbs and say redistribute those carbs, those carb percentages, those carb calories between fat and protein. If you are trying to gain muscle, and again, these are just examples, if you are trying to gain muscle, it is a generally accepted good idea for you to be consuming 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and some people say 1 gram per pound of lean body weight. Fats are non-negotiable. Let's just put it that way. You absolutely need to have fats in your diet. You can do styles of eating where you do not eat carbohydrates. All right, so you got to have fats for a lot of reasons, and I'm not going to go into that here. You can have diets where you don't eat carbs. Ketogenic diet works amazingly for a lot of people, but you should not ever have a diet where you are not eating fats. Your body will tank, especially men. Testosterone comes from cholesterol, which comes from fat. Okay, so that said, how do we get started tracking calories? The best way for you to track calories is to learn how to read a nutrition label. In your daily life, downloading an app like My Macros Plus is going to be, or My Nutrition Pal, or Nutrition, what's it called? Fuck it. I use My Macros Plus because I love it and it's amazing, and it's the best macro tracking app that has ever been. Go to avatarnutrition.com, www.avatarnutrition.com. Now, this is a site that's like $10 a month, but I'm telling you, it's worth $100 a month. No matter what your goal is or where you are, Avatar Nutrition can work for you. So let's say for me, let's say right now I'm about 13-14% body fat. I weigh 205 pounds and I want to slowly lose fat. Meaning I don't want to be in a huge caloric deficit right away, because that sucks for a whole lot of other reasons than just being that kind of hungry immediately really sucks. Trust me on that one. So I would go there and I would go through its little profile creator, and I would say, okay, yes, my goal is moderate fat loss, which is going to put me at about a 15% caloric deficit based on my TDEE, and it'll calculate all this for you. And then it'll ask me a couple more questions, and then it's going to say, okay, like, look, right now you have to eat 210 grams of carb, or 210 grams of protein per day, 110 grams of fat, and 160 or so grams of carbs. And then and it will link to My Macros Plus. Every week you weigh in, and you tell Avatar Nutrition what your progress has been, and then it will recalculate your macros for you and sync up to My Macros Plus. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Okay, so that is really the best way to keep yourself accountable when tracking calories. But otherwise, tracking calories, the only way to do it is just to do it. You just have to start. And you will fail, and some days you will eat way more than you thought you did, and some days you will eat way less than you thought you did, and that is just life. I remember when I first started tracking calories, I thought that I was eating a lot. I was eating like 1,800 calories a day, and I needed to be eating, at least 1,000 more than that, because I was trying to bulk up, playing the same role that I'm playing now, actually, this a couple years ago. Yeah, most people will chronically undereat, and what I would recommend is, if you are one of those people who say you calculate your TDEE and you look at your daily, your normal daily eating routines, and say you are drastically under your TDEE, don't set a caloric deficit for yourself if you're trying to lose weight. Don't set a caloric surplus for yourself if you're trying to gain weight. Eat at maintenance. Right at that TDEE for a couple of weeks or so, and I think that you will be surprised at what happens to your body composition if you have been chronically under eating. If you've been overeating, stop doing that immediately. It's been a pleasure. www.hewittfitness.com if you guys want to learn more. Otherwise, keep checking back on Calm and Collected. It's been a pleasure.